Describe your last vacation. This is one of the most common speaking activities used in an English class. But what are the phrases that native speakers actually use to talk about vacation? Stick along till the end of the video if you want to find out. Hello, my name is Charlie Clark. I am an English communications coach for Spanish-speaking professionals, and today we are going to look at 3 ways to describe vacations in English. First of all, wishes. Where would we like to go on vacation? Second of all, plans. What do we say before we go on vacation? And then also what we say after we go on vacation. We're going to look at phrases in each of these situations and then do a little role play. So without further ado, let's get started.
So the first thing that we want to do when we are describing vacations is identify the situation. And this is true in any type of communication situation. Is this going to be a short contribution or a short comment or a longer description that leads to a conversation? So a short description, just to give you an idea, would be in passing at work. So you're walking past someone, or there's a couple of minutes between a meeting, or you're at the end of a meeting. These situations, you want to say something short, right? Or when you're in the break room, you're talking, you got multiple people who have gone on vacation or people that are about to go on vacation. So think about a holiday season like Christmas or New Year's, or a common holiday in your country. In these cases, you might want to keep your description a little bit shorter because everyone might share where they're going on vacation, what they are doing. You can also start by using a short description just to see if the other person wants to talk more. And if they don't want to talk more, then you can just leave it there. If they want to talk more, then you can go to a longer description. So when it comes to a long description, oftentimes this will happen in social situations and one-on-one conversations when you know that you have time, okay? Because one-on-one conversations, each person participates more, you can probably describe your vacation a little bit more in depth. Or a social situation where there's not much of a limit on how much you can speak, that's another good way to have a longer description of your vacation. So let's take a look at each way. We have wishes, where you want to go, before, so previewing the trip, and then after, talking about what you did. So let's take a look at wishes. Here are 6 different phrases that we can use. My dream trip is to visit the Eiffel Tower in Paris and try French cuisine. Or I'd love to go to the beach for a couple of days and unplug. My ideal vacation would be a winter ski trip so I can see the snow. Okay. My dream trip. This is the trip that you dream about, the number 1 trip you would take. Okay. And then cuisine, like the type of food. We have this word unplug. This is just to disconnect and to, forget kind of about work, about reality, and just forget about everything. Relax at the beach, right? If I could go anywhere in the world, I would go to India. It'd be so relaxing, or it'd be so cool to visit the pyramids in Egypt. Of course, you can choose whichever adjective you'd like. You could say relaxing for a trip to the beach or the mountains, or cool to anything that's really interesting. You can use interesting as well. And the last phrase here, visiting Australia and New Zealand would be surreal. Would be surreal is something that you can't even really imagine. You can't picture. It doesn't seem realistic. It's so crazy. It's so out of your mind that you can't even imagine doing it. Okay. So those are some wishes when you're talking about going on a trip. You can say, this is what I would like to do, and describe one of these with the phrases used. When you already have your trip planned, you know where you're going to go, here are some phrases you can use before your trip. I'm looking forward to, and then an activity. I'm looking forward to relaxing in the gerund, in our hotel, and swimming in the pool. Okay. Or you could say, I can't wait to take photos of sea animals and share them with my colleagues. These two mean pretty much the same thing. We plan on flying on May 22nd and returning on May 29th. These are just to talk about plans, and again, you use the ing after plan on. Okay. We haven't been there yet, but we've heard great things. This is really good to talk about, what other people have told you about the place you're going to. And we're hoping to see the Eiffel Tower, try French cuisine, and take a French class. Okay, things you would like to do. And I'll be out of the office from May 22nd to May 29th. So this is good if you are working and you're telling people, hey, not going to be at work these days. You can say, I'll be out of the office from date 1 to date 2.
Hey guys, if you are enjoying this lesson and you want some extra practice, I suggest that you check out my Members Club. Each week in the Members Club, you will receive a new lesson, this week being about vacations. You get the presentation used in today's video. You also get supplementary activities to practice vocabulary and the phrases that we use today. You get a list of vocabulary and a suggested speaking activity. Not only do you get that, but you get all of the previous classes in an archive, access to a verb tense course, and you can also form part of our Facebook group, the Profe Charlie Members Club. In this group, you will be able to connect to 2 different workshops each month and send your questions in for me and my other members to answer. If you'd like more information, just click on the link in the description and I'll see you in the club. Let's get back to today's lesson.
Okay, and after the trip, some things you can say, that trip was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Okay, once-in-a-lifetime experience is pretty self-explanatory, something you only do once for whatever reason. Maybe it's really expensive or really unique. You could say it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Now, these next 2 are more used on social media. So this take me back to when we were in Brazil. Take me back to, this is often used if somebody posts, a picture or a video from the trip, and it was 6 months ago or a year ago or sometime in the past. You can say, take me back to when we were in Brazil or when we were in Costa Rica. This is just saying, I would really like to be there again, right? And there we also have this TBT, maybe you've seen this TBT, to when we were swimming under the Costa Rican waterfalls. This too is optional because TBT stands for Throwback Thursday, but some people say Throwback to. So throwback to when we were swimming under the Costa Rican waterfalls. So you can either say TBT2 or just TBT, okay? And this is a phrase that you can, again, mainly on social media, if you want to post a picture or a video from the past, you can use this caption, okay? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw how tall that building was. This is saying that you were amazed, you couldn't believe it. The best part, the coolest part, the most amazing part was when we saw monkeys, okay? So here you can use any superlative adjective, okay? So best, coolest, tallest, craziest, most awesome part was when we saw monkeys. And that trip was the highlight of the summer or the highlight of the year. This could be the highlight of whatever time that you're talking about. It could be your life, your year, the decade, the week. You have to evaluate, okay, for how long was this kind of the most important thing, the coolest thing, okay, the coolest moment. So those are phrases that we use to describe vacations, wishes, before vacations and after vacations. So now I will show you a quick example of me on the phone in each of these situations.
Oh, you're going on vacation next week? Yeah, I haven't had a vacation in a while, to be honest. Yeah, if I had to choose anywhere in the world, though, to go on vacation, I would choose Spain. Yeah, my dream trip is to travel to Madrid, Seville, Valencia, and try some Spanish cuisine, Spanish wine. Yeah, I'd love to try tapas and stay out late at night. Yeah, that I'll have to save up some money to be able to do it, but that's the idea one day. If I could do that, I'd be very happy. Hey, guess what? It looks like I'm going to Spain. Yeah, I'll be in Madrid and then also Valencia. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, as I mentioned, trying the food, and then yeah, we're hoping to get over to France as well and check out Paris, the Eiffel Tower. but yeah, I'll be out of the office for the next week or so because we're gonna go on a trip right now. So yeah, if you need to send me any messages, just wait a week and then I will get back to them. Yeah, we just got back. Yeah, it was amazing. It was definitely a once in a lifetime experience. I had never been to Europe before, so it was great. And yeah, I think the most amazing part was the variety of food in different regions of Spain. You try different types of foods. It was great. And yeah, I mean, there were a lot of tourists because it was the summer. People are on vacation, but still, I mean, it had to be the highlight of my summer. So yeah, now we're just looking forward to getting back to work, and yeah, back in the office. But yeah, I'd love to be back there.
And that's it for today's video. So thanks again for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.